I'm like, Quincy Jones likes Mitch Bay, that ghetto shit? Yeah, Quincy Jones said, your style reminds me of bebop. Skippity bop, bebop. What up, Mitch? Is there everything there? You know, it was like, he loved it. So, 97, we moved out here. You know what I'm saying? With QD3.
The impression that I got is he had pretty much exhausted the musical resources he could in that part of the geography of the country. And so coming out here and working with Q was the move that he needed to make at the time.
QD3 was impressed with Tech-9ne's music, but he was blown away by Tech's theatrics.
He showed me videos of his show, and he would like have on like an overall, and then he'd take that off and have like the American flag and painted face, and have like some kind of like ultraviolet light that have his face glowing with the word like pain or something on his forehead, you know what I mean? When I saw that, I just thought that he was a unique, like a superstar.
For the first time in his career, Tech-9ne was embraced by a renowned producer.
It felt real good to me that a musician of his caliber would love me.
QD3, we were just hype on it, man. Anytime we got to be around QD3, anybody like that, we for sure just thought it was gonna pop.
While Tech-9ne and his crew were living at his house, QD3 got an inside look into Tech's mind.
We were just making records and stuff, and he would sit and read like books on serial killers and shit like that. So I was like, okay, we're dealing with somebody who's definitely a little different than the average MC. Tech seemed to be a little bit more like in the middle, like hippie slash gangster, you know what I mean? Which immediately what I thought of was like that he could cross over.
With QD3 backing him, Tech-9ne was soon offered several record deals.
We was hearing about his name being mentioned with, Warner Brothers and Quincy Jones and different people looking at him. Shit was big for KC, man. It was real big.
Tech-9ne and Midwest Side Records signed with Quest Records, the label owned by Quincy Jones. Tech then started working on an album, Be Warned.
My mindset at the time of Be Warned, I was just doing songs at the time. I really didn't have any direction.
But Tech-9ne had a breakthrough during a trip back to Kansas City when he met his idol, Roger Troutman, at a concert.
Roger Troutman he had a big hand in hip hop. I'd say that, just like James Brown. Like a lot of people use funky drummer. James Brown had a big hand in rap, and so did Roger Troutman. It was that loud ass clap. Boom, clap, boom, boom, clap, boom, boom, clap. It was skate music. I'm going back to Cali, big notorious B.I.G., you know what I'm saying? California knows how to party. That's how you know, if you don't know Roger Troutman, that's how you know him, from California Love.
Now in front of his idol, Tech-9ne's wildest dreams were about to be fulfilled.
He said, what do you want to do, nigga? You want to make a hit or what? I was like, yeah, I want to. So he's talking to me like he's my daddy and shit. So I said, Don Juan, ask Roger how much. And he was like, you ask him. I said, this nigga gonna say like $250, gonna take half of my budget, you know what I'm saying? So I say, Roger, so how much would it be to do this? He said, I number 25,000. I was like, I want to laugh at his face like, 25, nigga, I got that, you know what I'm saying?
Elated by his good fortune, Tech-9ne couldn't wait to record with Roger Troutman.
It's right here in this house, blue house right here, upstairs. We did the Roger Troutman song, Twisted. Me and Don Juan go up them stairs, go in the house, and Roger said he'd rather do it here than at a studio. And we did it right there. He did all the recording in there.
My thoughts are twisted. My thoughts are twisted. I try to maintain. Check it out. Hey, I'm lit.
Okay. That, yo, who's this? This is my wife. You want to speak to her?
This man.
Hey baby, what's happening? Your lady. Why you messing up my session, woman? You know I'm over here busy. You already talking about money. We ain't got no damn money. What's the matter with you?
Hey. Hello? She won't hear none of that shit. Hello?
With the Roger Troutman song completed, N9ne finished recording Be Warned. Quest Records was not impressed.
It was too crazy for the label, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is witch shit, this is warlock shit, it's devil worship shit. I'm like, nah, it wasn't.
They kept saying, you know, it sounds too Kansas City, and, you know, and Tex Camp didn't want to cater to them at all.
Quest wasn't feeling the crazy shit I was doing, the N9ne shit I really wanted to do, you know what I mean? They was feeling the more poppy shit, like, he's strange and I like it.
You can have a deal, but be more unhappy than not having a deal, you know what I mean? If you're stuck there and they're not really doing anything for you, and unfortunately that's kind of what ended up happening.
Quest Records decided to shelf Be Warned. N9ne was devastated.
I was in a lot of pain. There was not a lot of money being made at that time.
Tech really went through it. Like, there were times where I was just like, man, I don't know how he's gonna make it through.
Money wasn't right, you know what I mean? I had kids, child support shit, you know, just wanted to be taken away.
Dejected, N9ne left Los Angeles and returned to Kansas City. But Tech's career took another bad turn. He was signed to Midwest Side Records, Quest Records, QD3, and had also committed himself to Sway and King Tech. The party started disagreeing about N9ne's direction.
Tech was like the kind of person who would tell everybody yes.
N9ne's made mistakes, and a lot of the mistakes that have been made were because of his heart.
He got a heart that's big, because that's why he got a lot of problems with different labels that he was with Midwest Side and everybody like that.
I was going through all kind of shit with Diamond and Don Juan, you know what I mean? Breaking up with them, you know what I'm saying? Having misunderstandings with Sway.
I had Tech's boys calling me like every day, tripping, you know what I'm saying? Showing absolutely no respect.
Tech was like, man, fuck this, I'm not making no money. He's got $1,800 of rent, you know, fucking bills out the ass. So he's, you know, like, man, we need to make a move.
Around the same time, my group, 57th Street RDVs, Scooby did Hog Style Records, and we did a group, boom, let's get fucked up.
Don't, let's get high, let's get drunk, don't. Man, I must have played that motherfucking song every day for like a whole year.
Even N9ne's stepfather was a fan of the radio version of the song, Let's Get Crunked Up.
Let's Get Crunked Up. That's one of my favorite ones when I go out and they play it. The whole house explodes.
It was one of the biggest songs, boom, even blew up in St. Louis, boom. Something N9ne never did, you know what I'm saying? And N9ne was steadily growing.
But N9ne was still struggling financially. He had a friend who knew Travis O'Gwen, a Kansas City entrepreneur looking to get into the music business. Although a fan of N9ne's music, Travis had some questions about Tech's career.
When I started looking at all the different business deals that he'd done and all the different things that he was doing in Kansas City, or the things that he was doing from QD3 and Quest, I realized it's gonna take money, and it's gonna take some attorneys, and it's gonna take a lot of hard work to get this maybe on the right track. That's when me and him actually decided that we were going to do a venture called Strange Music.
I came to Diamond, fair to square, I said, it's this white cat man who wanna give me my own label, man, you know, do this Strange Music thing, I gotta do it. Diamond said, man, I ain't never been the nigga that wanna step in your way, man, do your thing.
Then I took and met with QD3, reserved, standoffish, hold on, another person coming in. But he's seen it, he felt that, he knew that what I was trying to do was the right thing. So he started working with me.
Even though QD3 was on his side, Travis soon ran into a number of problems.
A lot of the other guys, like Diamond, who fell out with Q, Don Juan, who totally fell out with QD3, and, you know, Sway, who fell out with QD3, all of a sudden now these guys are against me because I'm working with Q to try to get Tech released so we can go out and do our own thing.
All the old folks, Don Juan, Diamond, all your, Midwest Side people caught feelings about this shit. They're like, fuck Tech.
Fortunately for N9ne and Travis, things finally started falling into place. In 2000, N9ne was cleared of all his contractual obligations.